Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. This is a MoxieWorks Spring Launch 2021 webinar. Thank you all for taking the time to join us and hear about the new and exciting things that are coming up this spring that we're going to be able to make available to you. My name is Christopher Gunn. I'm Director of Account Management here at MoxieWorks, and I'm joined by the fantastic Jim Smoke, who is the Director of Product Management.
Good day to you all, and thank you for joining us. I'm excited to go over what we have to show you today.
Yeah, and we have a lot to go over today. So we've got some exciting news in Present, Engage websites, as well as some really fantastic updates all the way around for changes that are coming to the platform. So I think from here, we can just go ahead and jump in and get started. What do you think, Jim?
Sounds great. So why don't we start with Moxie Impress? We have a number of things that we are launching with Moxie Impress in this release. The first one is we are upgrading the dashboard to a new Marketing Center homepage. And the primary upgrades this release in this area are that we are listing out all of the current marketing automation packages for each agent on their dashboard, so they can have a complete inventory of what they've got going on in their current marketing efforts. And another feature in this is that within each item, the agent can click a link that will enable them to resend the latest marketing email guide for that marketing package in case they misplaced the first one. So all of this enables them to stay on top of their marketing efforts throughout the life of the listing.
One of the things I love about this, Jim, sorry to jump in here,
Sure.
is this new visual design where you can actually see your listings right there on the page. So you know exactly which one you're picking, what automation package you're picking at a glance. I really love that. I find it super helpful.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Chris. It does, visuals mean a lot, and it does have a big impact. The second feature, I guess actually third feature that we're launching for Moxie Impress in this release is a new video publishing tool. So as many of you know, part of the listing automation package is the creation of an automated listing video for your agents to use in many different ways. Well, we've increased the ways that they can use that now in Moxie Impress by providing them the ability to take that automatically created video and upload it to their YouTube channel, and or if they market their listings via other online services like Facebook or what have you, they can take the video that we created, download it from the service to their device, their computer, and then upload it directly to any one of these marketing services. So it's taking an existing asset and giving them additional ways to take that marketing asset and market that listing.
Yeah, and this is great because they can just grab the MP4, which is the file format that you're going to be looking for posting things on Facebook or Instagram. They can download that directly to their own home computer and have it to leverage in a bunch of different ways. So that's something we're super excited about.
That's right. That's right. So now let's move on to Moxie Engage. And Chris, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, yeah, I'm really excited about the updates in Engage. And a lot of these updates came from feedback that we received from you out in the field. Primarily, the first one that we're going to talk about, which is the update to the campaigns UI. And so we've done a lot of work simplifying the campaigns experience, cleaning it up, making it more intuitive, a little bit more agent friendly. And some of the big things that were done here were grouping your active campaigns, your campaigns that are awaiting setup in a much more logical way. So you could just look at that top bar, see all your campaigns, where they are in the process, what needs your action, what's already running. And then really the next thing is helping your agents by editing, giving you the ability at the brokerage level to edit and reshare content so that as you're creating content, if you wanted to go in and update something or there was a typo or you wanted to make a modification, we've simplified that workflow to make it easier for you to reshare brokerage content that's already out there.
That's right. And one of the big things that I love about this, and you said it earlier, Chris, was just simplifying the ability for the agent or even the content author, but mainly the agent in this case, to take a look at the campaign's dashboard and know at a glance what's going on with their marketing efforts within campaigns. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And this next one is also a big ask that we've gotten from the field for a long time. And it actually crosses over between Engage and websites. And it's the ability to create a save property search from within Engage on a contact record. So, say for example, I'm a contact in your database. We've just had a conversation. You want to create a save search for me. Instead of going into your website, logging in and creating the save search there, you can just go into my profile in Engage, utilize the mapping functionality, very similar to what you do with neighborhood news, and create a custom save search for me there, and even set up the cadence of the automated email and what type of notifications I'm going to receive. So whether I get the hourly update, the daily update, the weekly update, you can decide that right there. And you can even go in and edit my existing save searches to make them a little bit more useful for me. So I really think that's just a fantastic new piece of functionality in Engage, in a really like easy place to be able to leverage it, nested right under where faves and saves has always been.
Completely agree. And as the product guy on this call, without giving too much detail, I'll say keep an eye on this functionality, because this is a place where we're going to expand additional functionality to take a great thing and make it even greater. So a little tease out there, and that's all I'm saying.
I like the little teaser. I like the little teaser. Next thing, we've got some more exciting updates in Engage, faster load times for our agent dashboard. So we've done a lot of work to improve the performance there. The addition of some more web safe fonts, adding in some additional capabilities in your dashboard modules. And so making sure that there are fewer clicks so that you can do more work right there from the dashboard without really having to dive in. And that includes things like adding tasks directly to your calendar from the task module. So you don't have to go into the task anymore to add it to your calendar. You can do that right from the My Tasks module. Adding campaigns directly from the Stay in Flow module. And so as you get that reminder to reach out to somebody, being able to add them to a campaign right there from the Stay in Flow module and update their status. And then easily reviewing your comments on favorited listing cards right there from your dashboard as easily as possible. So a couple of really fantastic updates built right into the Engage dashboard, and also on the listing cards in faves and saves. And then I think the one that's easiest to take for granted that I'm most excited about is actually the merge tags. I know this is going to sound silly. The addition of new merge tags in your Engage emailer. And so being able to speed up the ability to create your content, adding additional merge tags like your primary office address, office legal name, property search website, and even your neighborhood news subscription link. So all of these fields added in. Obviously, if you have our websites, these are going to work way better for you. But just being able to include those really relevant fields right there in your emails is an awesome new feature that I'm personally really excited about.
I agree with you. My personal favorite in these last couple of updates is the additions to the Stay in Flow module. As many of you know, the product Moxie Engage is we market it as a business productivity tool, and it's generally known in the industry as a CRM, but we've built it for the sphere selling oriented agent, and we want to keep them efficient in what they're doing. So we don't want to require them to hop around throughout the various products that they have available, or at least we want to minimize that. And this is one key way that we can minimize that. They can look at the daily 5 contacts that they're encouraged to contact, because they're kind of starting to get stale from a contact perspective, and then they can take action on them right away from that module. They don't have to necessarily go somewhere else. So I think that's a key attribute to the.
Oh, absolutely. And so, Jim, I'd like to kick it back over to you to talk a little bit about some of the upgrades in websites.
Will do. And this is one of the products that I'm personally responsible for as a product manager. So I do get a little excited about websites. If you're an organization in which you have elements of your business that you franchise, then this feature may have applicability to you, may be of benefit to you, and that is office groups. So essentially, it's a new organizational structure that we have just deployed in our roster, and it's primarily being realized in websites right now, although we do see potential for it through all of our products. But in websites, what this will enable you to do is a franchisee that has multiple offices, it's common for them to want to build and promote a brand presence of that franchise. And it's also common for individual offices within a franchise to build and promote their hyper local presence, if you will, just like an agent does. Well, this allows all of that because now we have a group level, an office group level. It's not a brokerage, but it's not an office. It's in between. It's what it says. It has the ability to have multiple offices grouped together in one website so that franchise level branding can be accomplished and easy access to each office website can be obtained within the directory, the office directory of the group website. So this has been something that we've been looking at for a while and have thankfully finally been able to launch.
Yeah, and this has been fantastic for some of our newer clients to really be able to have the brand presence for their affiliates as well as their franchises that they really deserve, because these are separate companies in a lot of cases with separate DBAs. And so being able to show them as such with their full roster, all of their listings associated and displayed in one site is a really powerful marketing tool. And so we're glad to finally be able to provide this.
That's actually a super good point, Chris. In certain markets, depending on how states require businesses to present their brand, often this is a functional requirement because they have to present their, they're a DBA and they have to present their sub branding on their websites, and this gives them the ability to do that. So really good point. And then this is something we really just want to make you folks aware of. We've had it out for a little while, but it's really important. It's becoming ever more important. So we wanted to take advantage of this opportunity just to mention it again to you. And that is that our websites are ADA compliant. And there's a standards body out there that puts out updates to a set of standards that is recommended to comply with to have a good ADA experience, and we do our best to comply with that. Some of them are a little fuzzy, so we interpret them to the best of our ability. But to help guide you, we put out a document that talks about what ADA is, what the compliance is that we are bringing to the table for this community, and the standards body that is used to kind of orchestrate that effort. And this document helps you in your messaging and your marketing of this realistically feature called ADA compliance. Well, we have this document and it's going to be in a link beneath the video that you're watching right now. So we encourage you to download that document and use it fully for your own benefits. So at this time, I think we're going to go on to Moxie Present. And Chris, I'll turn it back over to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jim. In Present, a couple of really exciting things have happened. And we all know Present is our favorite tool, but a couple of really exciting things. One is the ability for admins of all kinds to now be able to create and share content with the audiences that are appropriate to them. So if you're an office admin or a region admin, being able to create content for all of the offices in your region or all of the agents in your office. What this unlocks is the opportunity to have really dialed in hyper local content that's going to be specifically relevant to the areas you working in, the consumers you serve. And so really just expanding on the ability to wow your client and exceed their expectations by presenting the most relevant information to them while still being able to take advantage of the content created at the brokerage level or created at the brand level as well. And so really valuable addition to the structure and how people can create content. And we're excited to see what you guys do at the office level or at the region level with this new functionality.
Yeah, we certainly are. Moxie Present is the product that Moxie got its start with. And so we love seeing valuable functionality being added like this to a longstanding and flagship product like Moxie Present. So we're super excited to see this roll out. So now that we've gone over what we've shipped, again, as the product guy, I get jazzed about talking about what's coming down the pike, right? What's next for MoxieWorks? And this next thing that we're going to talk about is really exciting for me for a number of reasons. Number one, it's been a while coming, and we wanted to make sure that we were going to deploy it in the right way. And we think we've got that dialed in nicely. And what is that? Well, that is bringing your agents really the ability in Moxie Engage to add dialing and text messaging functions that are baked right into the tool. So no longer will your agent have to bring up a contact in Moxie Engage and pick up their phone and open up their dial or text messaging app and dial or text message from a different device. They can do it directly from their desktop, their laptop, their tablet. Obviously, they can still use their phone if that's better for them, but we want to provide them yet another great way to do so. By doing it within the tool, they have the ability to log all of these interactions, right? Because the tool is oriented toward a sphere selling agent, and they need to log calls and text messages that are flow or kind of top of mind calls and text messages to make sure that the stay and flow module on the dashboard is aware of the last time that customer was touched. So this integration with this calling, this dialing and messaging tool will enable that logging activity to be really, really smooth. Additionally, with this service, they'll have the ability to do voicemail drops, right? Sometimes they just want to get out information to a client. Maybe it's an office event and they've got a group of clients that don't do text very well, don't do email very well. They do phone better, but the agent doesn't have a lot of time. So they can do voicemail drops around to these folks to give them an update on the office event or whatever it is. They can also schedule and send SMS blasts to groups. I'm really excited about that feature because in the same way that I just described an example of using voicemail drops of letting bulk people know about an upcoming event, you can use the same thing for those tech savvy folks and do broadcaster or text blasts to get that same functionality. And again, tracking all of that along the way. Super excited about this functionality. It's worthy to note because there's the use of a telco network involved both in minutes and in text messages that there are added charges. So this is a paid add-on, and your account manager, when this rolls out, will have all of the information that you'll need to make a decision on how you add this into your technology offering.
Yep. And to follow on with what Jim was saying, this is a paid add-on that will be releasing later this year. And so for those of you that are interested, please feel free to reach out to your account manager, as with any of the items that we've discussed, if you'd like to get more information. Obviously, this is something that we're really excited to roll out, and we'll be publishing some more information on as we get closer to launching. But if it's something you're interested in, reach out to your account manager, let them know that you're interested so that we can let you know when it's ready for prime time.
Exactly. So the last thing that we've got coming down the pike is an overhaul to or an upgrade to the service for Moxie Promote. Moxie Promote is our social media advertising product where agents can advertise their listings or their services. And it's been a popular product that we've had out in the market for some time that we are investing in. And so we're investing in with some partners to increase the functionality for your agents, that they will have a more diverse array of the type of ads that will either be called templates or blueprints, depending on how they go into it. But the net result is that they'll have more choices, right? And they won't have to be so reliant on coming up with, marketing copy and things like that, which they're agents, they're not marketing people. And so we understand that, and we want to provide assistance in helping them get this done. So we're looking forward to this upgrade from Moxie Promote. We think it's going to be available. We're currently planning on making this available sometime in early third quarter, late second quarter. As we get closer to the dates, your account managers will have more information on this service. And without disclosing too much more information, I will tell you that I'm also excited about this because the path of partners that we have decided to work with on this is going to open up all kinds of future opportunities for your agents to choose different online advertising vehicles for their services and listings. So today we have Facebook, tomorrow we'll have more, but I'm not going to say any more about that.
Can I say a little bit more about that?
Okay.
And no, I'm really excited about this because Promote is one of one of our more popular features in product to really allow agents to market themselves, right? And so adding features like setting recurring ads, managing listings, introducing templates are all things that we're really excited to do with this. And as Jim teased, also expanding beyond the Facebook network as well. And so please reach out to your account managers if this is something that you're interested in. Obviously, we're going to begin promoting this a little bit more when it gets closer to launch. See what I did there? And so if you're interested in learning more, reach out to your account manager. The existing version of Promote is going to persist until this update, though. So you don't have to stop using what you're already using and what your agents already love. We're just going to be beefing it up.
That's right. All goodness, Chris. Thanks for the value add. So this is a wrap. We've told you everything that we have going for this next release and what we've got coming down the pike with a few teasers. But Chris, as always, I'll give a nod to your wonderful team. You've got a great group of account managers that help service our clients, and it truly differentiates us as a provider in the marketplace. We hear that all the time. And so I can't speak about them enough, but here are all of our account managers. You probably know yours. And as I'm sure Chris will want to tag on to, reach out to them for more information.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. And for all of you that have joined us on the webinar, thank you for taking the time. As always, if you have questions or want to learn more about the things that we've talked about on this webinar, please reach out to your account manager. If you don't have your account manager's contact information handy, you can feel free to reach out to me. My information's on this slide. We are excited to bring you best in class products and really want to work to serve you and your agents as much as we can. So please feel free to reach out to us with the questions that you have. And thank you for taking the time to join us on the webinar today.
Indeed. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.